they've been talking.
Yeah.
So you think it's the two of them?
I think it was very blatant. Just look at how they were
Yeah.
talking just now.
So you think they would have murdered Jonathan even though like Jonathan didn't think it was Brandon?
Yeah, look at they both jumped in right away and were like, "We knew he was faithful. We knew it."
I think it's a good
You know?
cover up.
So, okay, because they're murdering someone who trusts them.
Right.
And someone who speaks up.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like the way they came in. It was very organized. It was very like I don't think they've ever led conversations before like they did today.
Mm-hmm.
I clicked the wrong button, so that's why I got booted.
I've done that too.
They're alone in the other room because Brad's not here, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
hey.
up?
Hey,
Are we all here now?
Caleb's in the other room.
Oh, and Brad hasn't joined us yet.
No, and then but yeah, the name I was suggesting was Brad.
Okay.
Me and Jonathan were talking all night last night. The night Tina was going to be bringing him up, he managed to talk his way out of her bringing his name up. And he's been very silent. He's not received many votes since the first week, and he's gone completely under the radar.
Right.
Interesting.
And I've been keeping an eye on every single person who comes on after the murder, and he looks completely calm. Like as if he knew he was going to be surviving.
Yeah. I mean, he also was in a few chats with us too, not just Patrice.
He was.
Well, that same logic that we kind of.
I was not in a single chat with him.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would say Brad hasn't really received votes. That is kind of a fact.
And if I had been here the first banishment round, it would have gone to a revote. Because
was it that close? Oh yeah, it was. It was 4-3, right?
Yeah, and my vote would have been on Brad.
Ooh.
Yeah. I told everyone my vote round 1 was Brad. Based on the Zoom theory, and now even more based on every piece of evidence I've been seeing. And also him attacking me the last 2 rounds, focusing directly on me when I've explained my case very thoroughly.
Right.
Let's break this down. If we think he's the last one and we banish him, tomorrow we're all going head to head until we decide to stop voting.
Yeah. Or we can, if we feel good, we could end the, if we banish him, we can end the game and have 6 winners.
Yeah. But if we come in tomorrow and there's only 5 left, there's going to be another one.
True, yeah.
Wait, run that on again.
Because right now there's 7 of us.
Yeah.
If it is Brad, and we
then
vote down, there's 6. But if we come tomorrow and there's only 5 of us left, that means somebody else got murdered, and someone else is the traitor here.
Correct. We need to keep that in mind. Yes.
Yeah.
I was just bringing up, Caleb, that we should get rid of Brad tonight and all the reasons why.
Yeah.
And then we were saying, then going into tomorrow, we could vote to end it and have 6 winners.
I mean, I think it would. I mean, if we could just get Brad out now,
that would be our biggest target.
Then the rest of us are going to the finale tomorrow night. We can just get it done.
Yes.
Because who knows? Maybe Brad could be the traitor. I know his name's not been mentioned in quite a while now, and he's been showing up late to the Zoom probably 3 times now, I think.
My only thing is, Caleb, I was like, what happens if we come in tomorrow and someone else is killed?
Then there's another traitor amongst us.
And it could be possible if it was Melissa, Stick, and Brad. Brad could have recruited too.
I'm thinking it might be either Melissa, Victoria or Matt, the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
See,
I'm
Victoria's
looking
name
for
came up
that.
before, but I just felt like I trusted her a lot. That
Yeah, now that I'm oh but yeah, I feel like we should definitely do that, dude.
Yeah.
Get Brad out tonight,
Mm-hmm.
go into tomorrow,
And figure things out.
yeah.
Oh, I got thrown here, fellas.
Oh,
Hey, man.
So, what's up, Caleb? I want to hear a little bit more about the Brad theory.
so basically, we were saying Brad has not been mentioned since the beginning of the game.
Yeah, and not only that, but he's been showing up late to the Zoom like over 3 times now, and he's like not here again.
And he throws his vote a lot of the time.
Right.
If I had been there, first banishment table, Caleb more than likely would have not been banished first round. I would have made it go to a tie,
And then we would have revoted.
and we would have revoted.
And you could have said a little bit more about Brad
Yes.
at that time.
I would have brought
Yeah.
a lot of.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just Brandon was at their job at the time, so like
Yeah.
it's just that they couldn't like be here much enough.
Thankfully, my job has given me the time off that I need.
We're also thinking if we were banishing Brad, we can all go to the finale tomorrow and figure things out.
We can have 6 winners tomorrow easily.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, fellas. There's 6 of us. What's the likelihood there's still one more traitor in the game?
If
You know
there
what I'm saying?
then we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because there was quite a bit of nights where there weren't murders, so the possible that someone was recruited is so much higher.
Yeah.
So we do have to take that consideration. So we think Brad is one of the original traitors, right? Not the
Yes, I
recruited
think he's an OG traitor from the
I
beginning.
think so.
So if there's a possible recruitment, who would be that possible recruitment? That's what we have to think about
More
too.
than likely, I'm thinking maybe Victoria or Anthony, maybe.
Possibly.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm thinking Daniel.
Or Daniel,
And you want to know what's weird? Daniel's name is the only name that hasn't been mentioned at all. The rest of us have been mentioned except for him.
I don't even know if he's ever received a vote.
No, he
I don't think
hasn't.
so. He's
Not
the only one
one.
that hasn't.
That's definitely something to think
Very
about.
sus.
Most definitely.
Like, and me and Jonathan were building a rapport. Like, we were planning to go to the finals together.
Right.
I knew he was faithful. Like, he would not do me dirty.
So you feel like Brad and a possible second traitor, if there's a second traitor, they decide Jonathan would be the smart kill to make this time around?
Yep.
Because I've been voicing that me and him are we're good at these games, and we're great together. So definitely Brad saw that as a threat to his game and saw that Jonathan was a number for us. Because me and Caleb were also counting votes. We were trying to recruit coming into tonight. We were going to talk to try and recruit one other person. Because we would have had me, Caleb, Jonathan. We would have needed
a fourth person. Damn.
Now we need 2 more votes.
I wish I knew that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it is Brad.
Most definitely. Let's see. I mean, there's only 2 rooms. I feel like we're the ones in here. Let's get in the other room real quick.
All alone. Oh, hello.
So anyways, to continue the question, I didn't think Melissa would be, but I thought a possibility it could be Stick, but that's something we
Mhm.
don't know because we're not going to figure that out until like the end of the season. If
Yeah,
Stick was
right.
another traitor.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense if it was Stick just because he's a returnee. Because earlier, a lot of us thought that it was probably one of the returnees. I feel like it makes sense, kind of like how
Yeah.
they do in the show with like the players entering the game or whatever.
Because we knew it wasn't Tina.
Right.
So
Right. Or Adam or Patrice, unfortunately. I felt really bad about Patrice. Like I really thought he was just playing too hard. I really thought like that he was just trying to protect himself, but it was just, I mean, it was that, but it was as a faithful.
mhm.
Now we mentioned like the seer power before I left. I was like, I wonder if that's gonna happen because we haven't been revealing our
Yeah.
names.
I mean, I really do like Patrice. He's like a nice, and he's like a nice gentleman who
Yeah.
reminds me almost of my father, almost.
I was a little so when people like have to leave after they go, I can still see their profile. Obviously, like they're removed from stuff, but like they're still Facebook friend. But when I went to a chat with it was me, Patrice, and Phil, right? Because supposed to be in there. Patrice, it doesn't say his name anymore, it's his Facebook user. So I don't know if like he deactivated his Facebook or if he like blocked us or anything. And
Oh,
I hope
really?
it wasn't a block. I really hope that, you know, because
Hmm.
like I said earlier, like I was going with information that I had and it was getting smaller and smaller. I feel like at this point, like if your name's thrown out, like I don't know, I feel like you can't be offended by it because it's somebody. And
Mhm. Is there anyone else you think besides Brad that maybe who else could possibly think the traitor? If it's not Brad, who else would you
yeah,
think
I'm gonna
could
be
be
straight.
the
I'm gonna be straight up, Caleb. Beforehand, I went through a possibility, and if it's not Brad, I also thought of Brandon. I'm not throwing his name out there, but I'm saying like if Patrice did really think it was him, maybe that's a possibility.
Mhm.
Because again, you have to go through everybody. I went through. So I don't know if you remember, but I called out Anthony at the round table. I thought it
Yeah.
was Anthony because of the whole Springer. Did you watch the US season 3?
The what?
The US season of the Traitors, season 3?
No.
Oh, okay. So essentially what happened is there was a traitor, her name was Danielle, and she was
Mhm.
like an older lady, and she swore on her grandchildren to some people in the castle, like, oh, I swore on my grandchildren that it's not me, it's not me, it's not me. Some people took that as like, oh, she's telling the truth. There's no way she would do that. Obviously, she was lying because, she's a traitor. And other people would be like, oh, I think it's Danielle. And people would shut them down, like, no way, it's not me, it's not me, or it's not her, it's not her. Like, there's no way she would do that. And so when it came out that she was a traitor, because like when they leave the show, they find out before they go home, people were really
Mhm.
upset about it. And so I felt when Anthony had said that
Oh yeah, he could be
that
using that strategy too as
right,
well.
right. And so
Never know.
that's why I called him out. And the only reason I brought it up was because I wasn't gonna tell him, but I had told Patrice and it was either Jonathan or Brad. I did both of them. I had voted
Mm.
for Patrice when I just kind of threw my vote, and Anthony was a little upset by it. And I told him, like, look, straight up, I wasn't throwing my vote. I wasn't voting for you because I thought that either if I vote for someone else, my kind of thing is protected. But if I vote for you, who I think it is, either one, you're gonna murder me because I'm saying your name, I'm the one who's written your name down, or two, the traitors will murder me because they think that framing Anthony is good for their game. And then
Yeah.
I explained to him, we had a really good conversation. He messaged me after the Zoom was over and we talked a while. And the way he was talking, what he said just seemed very, very faithful to me. Like it didn't seem. So I feel good, really good about Anthony as of right now. Yeah. And then
Yeah. Same here.
Victoria, I just trusted Victoria from earlier. I feel like people were saying that she was kind of quieter.
Hey, dude. I'm back.
Mm.
Hang on a second. I need to go grab juice or milk.
Mm.
Just telling them about. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. But yeah, definitely we need to get Brad out tonight and then going into tomorrow. If there's no murder, we know all faithfuls are left. And we got our
Yeah.
last traitor. And
Yeah.
we
If we
end the game
yeah
together.
we gotta yeah if we could just get Brad out, then
Yeah. Build up as
then
much
we
money.
could just go. Then we could just go straight in tomorrow and figure out if there's any more traders we got to get out.
Yeah. We find out the murder. We go into tomorrow with the murder and
Yeah.
find out if there was one. And if
Mhm.
there wasn't, then we know we're all faithfuls and we can end the game.
Yep.
Christ. Ah, this stupid bag.
Woo. I thought I was going first.
So I didn't quite get the challenge. I know two truths and a lie. Are we trying to get someone to guess that our lie is truth?
I think so.
I think it's like deception. Like
Right. Interesting. Okay.
I haven't played this game in a long time.
No.
You know. I think that he says statements about it your life, so maybe he's gonna have like a fill in the blank for us.
I hope. I need
And
some
then
direction.
like, yeah. Because if we're in two truths and a lie, well, I live in Chicago. I like the Trader Show.
Exactly.
And I
Too easy.
do not have glasses. So
There you go. Easy.
like not there.
I don't watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
You're
My
too
name-
funny, Daniel.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I
So
didn't
wait-
even
so
hear
wait,
the
how do we
challenge,
get-
so I'll have to ask Phil.
How do we get the money? Do we get it by guessing the lie correctly?
Yes, that's what it sounds
we have
like.
to be able to convince. We have to be able to convince each other or the experts, whoever they are, that the lie is the truth one.
Right.
Oh, so we have to deceive each other
Yes.
to make money.
Yes.
Okay, I thought we had to just guess which one was a lie, because
Yeah.
then we could just make
No,
them like
no.
blatant. You
Correct.
know? Okay, damn, that's a little harder.
Anthony, I just saw all the promos for All Stars 10,
Ooh,
and it's wonderful. I'm
amazing.
excited to watch.
Me too.
Now I can finally be in quiet.
Oh,
We
you're
are
back
in the
in your
kitchen
room.
table, so
Yeah, I was
we
at-
were get-
My roommate was being a bastard.
Not the
So was
best.
that?
Oh no, he
So-
was screaming
Oh,
and would not would get louder and louder.
how is the setup in that house, Brendan? You share like the kitchen and washroom and things like that, or?
Yep.